So in this video, I'd like to go over the real basics of about a keyboard. If you just purchased one, you might be a little confused, and so I'd like to kind of clarify what you have and what's going on with your keyboard. So first off, you can divide keyboards into really three categories: ones that are 88 keys, 76 keys, and 64 keys. An 88 key keyboard is going to be a full-length keyboard. A 76 is going to be 1 octave less, and a 64 key is going to be 1 octave less than that. This happens to be a 64 key, which is a perfect size for beginners because they're not so overwhelmed with the size. It doesn't take up a lot of space, and realistically the first couple of months you're not using the whole keyboard anyways. You're using just a very small portion of it. So the first thing to do is to locate what's called middle C. Middle C is a very important key on your keyboard because it's kind of what divides your left hand from your right hand. So middle C and down is generally what we use to kind of say, hey, this is for your left hand, and middle C and up is generally what we say is for your right hand. So that generally means that we're going to use our thumbs. Our thumbs are going to be sharing middle C. So from here we're going to have C, D, E, F, G, and here's where it's going to get a little interesting, is that when we go from G, we don't actually have an H or anything like that in music, so we're going to go from G directly to A, then B, and then now we're back at C. So one thing that you want to know is that C is always going to be next to 2 black keys, so you want to realize that there's a pattern on your keyboard: 2 black keys, 3 black keys, 2 black keys, 3 black keys, 2, 3, 2, so on and so forth. C will always be to the left of 2 black keys. So this is a C, here's 2 black keys, this is a C, here's 2 black keys, this is a C, here's 2 black keys, and this is a C. And I can take that further. For example, this is a G. How do I know? Because if this is C, then this is D, E, F, G. So G is always going to be here in the middle of these 3 black keys. So this is G. If I found these 3 black keys, this is also a G. When I find these 3 black keys, this is also a G. So on and so forth. And so let's say if I wanted to find an E. Well, E, C, D, E, 2 black keys, and to the right, E, E, E. Hopefully that makes sense to you so far. So to reiterate, we have C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. And the good thing too about music is you actually have to get a little bit comfortable with knowing that scale forwards, or what we would say up, and down. So up, if you notice, I put a little arrow here to show you that up is going this direction. So when we talk about, going up the scale, we want to say that we're going to the right on your keyboard, and going down the scale is obviously going to be going this direction. So the first thing is to memorize those white notes, know what they are. And on your keyboard, more than likely, middle C, especially if you have a full-size keyboard, middle C is going to be denoted. There's going to be some kind of logo up here on a piano. And generally C is not going to be directly under that logo, but it's going to be pretty close. It's going to be obvious that that's the C that's there. So you want to look for 2 black keys, and then directly to the left is going to be middle C.